Well, yes, I think, 10 years ago, I won't really go into it too much, but the place I was in mentally, and to have gone this far, really, with a lot of support, without a bet. I've continued to go. I've continued to go to meetings. You need to be strong-willed. You need a good reasons to stop, and I had a million reasons to stop, and I had no reasons to carry on. In the end, I got tired of telling lies and being deceitful. I was an addict, and I still am a recovering gambling addict. I will always be a recovering gambling addict. But where I am now in terms of mentally and focus and everything else is night and day to where I was. It drags you down as an addict. It's the first thing you think of in the morning when you wake up. The last thing you think of at night is an alcoholic. It's like a sex addict. It's like a fitness addict. It's like an eating an addict. There's lots and lots of different addictions, and gambling is one of the worst because they say three times more people take their lives through gambling than any other addiction. And no, as I said, it's I'm very proud. I'm proud of my family and their support, particularly my wife Sarah. She's been through the mill with me over the years, and it's great now that we can enjoy great times together. And I'm clean and I'm happy and everything else. It's undoubtedly the where I am today is. I've got a lot of people in GA, in the counsellors, the therapy, or everybody else, all the fellowship, all the guys that help everybody along with the meetings, continued having the meetings. Obviously, they've slowed down a little bit over the pandemic, but we still have Zoom meetings and things like this. So, no, I'm very, very proud of that. And I've had a huge response today because everybody knew I was a former gambler. I put it out there. I'm going on BBC 5 Live tomorrow to speak about it. And I want to get it out there. I want to help others. I'm passionate about helping other gamblers because I know what it can do to you mentally.
What is the message? I mean, there could well be people listening right now who've got the same problem that you managed to surmount. Yeah. What would be your advice to them?
Well, my advice to them would be change your life. Change your life. Stop telling lies. Stop being deceitful. But I wouldn't particularly tell anybody to stop gambling because they've got to find that themselves. I wouldn't listen to no one. I wouldn't listen to my agents, my family, my parents, and nobody could make me stop. I didn't want to stop. I didn't think I had a problem. But you've got to do it for you, first and foremost, and then everything else then comes into place then. And before I moved up, I've been in Edinburgh now 5 years this Christmas. I've been back up from Wales and I absolutely love it where I am. In south of Edinburgh there. And before I moved up to Scotland for the second time, obviously I had 6 years or 5.5 years in Glasgow. But we came back up 5 years ago. It's 5 years now this Christmas that I've been back. And before I came back, the first thing I had to do was find a GA because I had to continue with my treatment, with my illness. And we found a GA near to where I live, a Gamblers Anonymous meeting. And that was the first thing I had to do, even before I found a house, because that was more important to me and my family before I moved to a beautiful city like Edinburgh. It wasn't, what's the point in me going to Edinburgh? I've still got a problem. So you're carrying this weight around with you all the time. But now I feel great. If you give me £1,000 now, Rob, and said, go out there and have a bet on that horse is going to win, I wouldn't be interested at all. It's just gone. It's just erased from my mind now. And that's years of mental strength and work and advice and going to meetings and just doing the 12 steps and just continuing to go.
Tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.